All right, guys, up here once again, live, talking about some shit. What's going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and I'm here live wearing my Yes shirt. Can't remember the last time I wore this shirt because the Yes movement is dead. More so wore it for my own personal reasons today, but not going to be yesing and praising this show anytime soon. This is the Club of the Man 1993, and we are here live for my live review of SmackDown Live for the June 25th, 2019 edition that took place in Portland, Oregon, the Fallout show from Stomping Grounds, and the first episode of SmackDown Live on the road to Extreme Rules, which takes place in a little under 3 weeks, July 14th, 2019, at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, PA, just about 5 hours that way from me, I'd say, because Philly's about 5 hours. It's like a 5 hour drive for me. Anyways, SmackDown Live once again sucked. And what was the theme of tonight? Well, first off, you notice that there were wild cards on this show, and they weren't even acknowledged as wild cards. And crap, the Pirates lost. They weren't even acknowledged as wild cards. Tom Phillips flat out said, Alexa Bliss is not here tonight. Well, Alexa Bliss shouldn't be there tonight because she's not a part of SmackDown. She's a Raw superstar. But also a big theme of tonight's show. Why I hated it? Champions losing. Losers. As of course you know, Kevin the Sea Cucumbers called SpongeBob in that episode of SpongeBob SquarePants. So he's going like, loser! Basically. All we established tonight was more losers, and also the fact that, well, we did get a match teased for Extreme Rules I actually do want to see. And if I cared more and didn't think that main event was going to be as predictable as it was, I may have enjoyed that main event a little bit more. So that's why I was a little lenient, gave this show a little bit of a higher grade than I think I would have originally given it to it, but SmackDown Live is back to being what it was before the brand split. Just a recap show. Almost everything happens, this past. Oh, we hear a response from what happened with Kofi last night on Raw. Well, why was Kofi on Raw when he's the SmackDown champion? What was the point of him being there last night? No point at all, just because, we need ratings to lift up, so we're going to bring everyone over. So now, WWE has a stacked roster, but only very few people are getting constant screen time now because, Vince is just full of his ego and just stupid as hell. And to get people, have champions lose to someone who's winning an opportunity for someone else. Now, honest to God, why in the hell would this person even want to win an opportunity for this person? Makes no freaking sense. But we're going to talk about SmackDown Live right now. Then immediately I just be 205 Live. I've already watched 205 Live because I got to get a good night's rest tonight. I have a very, very big day tomorrow. And which was why I wore Daniel Bryan's Yes shirt, because just needed reminded of my hero to give me some motivation for tomorrow. Anyways, but let's check the live chat and see who we got here. We've got Tyler. When is Charlotte ever going to get her rematch? When she earns it. As it should be the case. He gives up on SmackDown or Raw for sure. SpongeBob is more funny than WWE. Oh, definitely, yes. It is rematch today because all we get is rematches. Extreme crappy rules. Standard rules, shitty rules. I don't know what the heck you want to call extreme rules these days. We'll try to charge. And again, the wild card rules don't even exist anymore. It doesn't exist. Everybody's just showing up. How many wild cards do we have tonight? Let me see here. I think we had as many as last night. I think this is Kevin Owens. Hang on. Let me pull up the shorter results from SmartOut moment to see who all showed up tonight as wild cards. I don't think as many, but still, like I said, the wild cards are even being acknowledged as wild cards. Oh, he's taking advantage of the wild card rule and whatnot. Because again, it's freaking stupid. No, I didn't mean that. Okay, bump this one. Okay, good. Yeah. Oh yeah, Miz. Miz was there. Miz was there. Sami Zayn. Nikki Cross. And only 3. Okay, only 3 wild cards tonight, but still, none of them were acknowledged. Which really means that, yeah, wild card rule basically means that, okay, the brand split's done. Everybody changes off. Go whatever show you want. We're just going to go free for all. I had the same superstars on every single freaking week. Once again, why have Roman Reigns go to SmackDown if he's never on SmackDown anymore? I get it. There's some stars who are apparently heading to Singapore for some European tour they're doing this week or whatever, or tour in Japan or something like that, because the Kabuki Warriors are getting a match against the Iconics in Tokyo, and if they win, they earn opportunities. Once again, make their champions look weak. But anyways, let's talk about this show, because again, I'm just, again, there's not much to talk about. We open up with Shane McMahon backstage trying to look intimidating to the camera, like, Roman called on The Undertaker to stop me yesterday, so I'm pissed. Nobody ever get my way tonight. Roman did not call on The Undertaker. Why in the hell would Roman Reigns call on The Undertaker if, one, he is able to beat Drew McIntyre with interference from Shane McMahon, yet he can't beat Shane McMahon with interference? And two, once again, this is the man that Roman Reigns retired. Why in the world would he come back to save Roman Reigns when he's beaten Shane McMahon? And what beef does he have at all with Drew McIntyre, who once again is going to get fed to Roman Reigns and just a 54-year-old guy that, I'm sorry, needs to retire? So Shane's in a bad mood because Undertaker interfered last night. Then we have Kofi come out, obviously to address what happened last night on Raw with Samoa Joe attacking him. He says he has an experience with some of the greatest moments of his career, and his life has changed since he won the title of Mania. On the flip side, he's also gone through some rough times. He went toe-to-toe with Ziggler and took an actual leap of faith over him to get out of the steel cage to win the match. Yet, we have Samoa Joe come out and attack him and choke him out. I think he's a shark that has found his prey, but I'll be damned if I let him eat me alive, basically. This is up because their match is official for Extreme Rules, even though, once again, love Samoa Joe, but how did he earn this opportunity? I thought opportunities had to be earned, Vince. Once again, December 17th, 2018. That segment that's poisoned my mind forever. That and the wild card rule segment. We're not the authority anymore. You are. Yet you're running the shows exactly how it was before. Nothing's changed, Vince. It's all gotten worse. I'm surprised that he hasn't blocked me on Twitter, because I've been tweeting towards him how many times lately. Not threatening him, but, just pretty much, just calling him out. Dolph Ziggler came out saying, you're not allowed to wrestle any wrestlers and take his spot after he's done all of his hard work. Kofi asked, how many times has he beaten Ziggler? And how many times will it take for him to shut him up? And then he says Xavier Woods saved the day at Super Showdown at Stomping Grounds. He beat the hell out of each other, and Kofi took the coward's way out to save his title, which, once again, I still agree, Kofi should have won that match by like, why was Kofi even attempting to escape that cage? I felt like, if he felt he had something to prove, he should have just, tried to beat Dolph, by pinfall, not by escape. So everyone knows. So Dolph, everyone knows I should be champion right now. Speaking of people who believe in me, they believe in me. I was talking with management backstage, and they let me know if I win a match against you tonight, I'll get added to yours and Samoa Joe's match at Extreme Rules, and then only then will I truly get what I deserve, the WWE title. And then, yeah, and Zeus says, oh, by the way, this match is going to be 2 out of 3 falls, because everything's 2 out of 3 falls or elimination style to prevent matches from happening during the commercial break. Thanks, Vince. You're really watering out these stipulations. So that happened. So that's it for our main event tonight. And then backstage, we see The Miz running into Elias, with Miz threatening Elias by saying, strum that guitar one more time and I'll shove it into the dark side of the moon, up his ass, basically. He then tells Elias, let Shane know they have unfinished business. Which, of course, if last night happened, I'd be thinking, oh, this is probably going to set up for this match I've been predicting since WrestleMania 35, an Extreme Rules match between Miz and Shane. But nope. Shane and Drew are going up against Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. Why? Because of ratings. People are going to come running back when The Undertaker's here. People know Undertaker's 54 years old and can't wrestle a 5-minute match right now to put on good quality at all. And I made this in my card predictions for Extreme Rules. And yes, there's probably some stuff in that card that's not going to happen at all based off what happened on the show tonight, but I didn't want to change my predictions. But how much you want to bet they're going to make this tag match? Because usually they have a steel cage match, Extreme Rules match, some other fancy type of submission. I mean, type of stipulation like a submission match or Street Fighter, Iron Man match or something. They always have some other different stipulations. How much you going to bet they're going to make this tag match Hell in a Cell? They're probably going to make it Hell in a Cell. I bet you any money this tag match with Roman, Undertaker, Shane, and McIntyre is going to be inside Hell in a Cell. But anyways, so I thought, obviously, I'd be thinking, this could be set up for another match. Nope, it's probably going to lead, once again, it's probably going to lead to Miz, being, Shane's, the guy to feed the Shane just to keep him, giving him that heel heat that Vince is just so obsessed with. Because once again, you're going to make him your WWE champion. Which, again, I'd rather have him champion than Brock. But, still, just knowing what they could be going forward is really just getting under my skin. Anyway, so then he leaves and Shane comes out and it's like, geez, Elias, you were really plucking some tunes in there. But then he tells him what Miz said, and Shane then booked a match between him and Elias, another 2 out of 3 falls match. And if Miz wins, he'll get another shot at Shane McMahon. Because how more shots are you going to get, and Shane's going to embarrass Miz, and it's going to get so old as it continues to do so. So then we got Bryan and Rowan facing off against the New Day. Obviously, this was meant to be just a normal tag team match. Because a quick match where Xavier Woods pinned Daniel Bryan, because once again, champions have to lose. Out comes Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. They beat down on New Day because they got the win over them and at Extreme Rules at Stomping Grounds. But then out come Heavy Machinery, and they come out and they brawl, and it sets up for an 8-man tag team match. And it wasn't much of a match at all. The same basic form as the first one. Only this time we had Owens and Tucker hitting their finish to pin Sami Zayn, of course, because Sami Zayn does nothing but eat pins for the baby faces to get the victory. So I guess this might be something for some type of fatal 4-way at Extreme Rules. I had another fatal 4-way in mind for Extreme Rules, but of course I won't mention it until we get to the match. We're probably going to be getting now Extreme Rules for the Intercontinental Championship. But I guess a fatal 4-way with Owens and Zayn once again, even though Zayn's on Raw, not SmackDown, they can't keep him and Owens apart for 1 year. Again, just for something different. I mean, I love these two, but 1 year, keep them on separate brands. Just 1 year. That's all I ask for. Can't happen though. Probably gonna get in a fatal 4-way tag team, maybe a tag team elimination match with Bryan, Rowan, Heavy Machinery, New Day, and Owens and Zayn, probably Extreme Rules. I'm guessing now based off of this. Once again, we have Tom Phillips and say, "Well, Alexa Bliss is not here," but it's advertised. Then there was a segment taped earlier today between Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross booked herself against Bayley. And if Nikki Cross wins, not does Nikki Cross doesn't get a title opportunity at Extreme Rules. No, Alexa Bliss does. Now, I'm sorry. I watched that 365 special on Alexa Bliss the other night. It was good. Definitely, see the struggles, Alexa Bliss has gone through with her eating disorders and, with her concussions and whatnot over the past year or so. And I feel bad. But let's just be real. Why is it the moment she's able to wrestle, you're always giving her title opportunities? And it's come apparent, even more obvious, more I see her in the ring. No offense, I don't think she sucks. She's not. She's overrated. Why is she getting another opportunity against Bayley? Because Nikki Cross has to win the opportunity for her. How many more storylines are we going to be doing with Alexa Bliss having friends and then turning on them? How many more times? That's why, when they look like they're teasing that face turn with her and her, with Nikki Cross, I thought, something different. No. Once again, as I said last night, all Alexa Bliss has to get a rematch is walk in and Vince goes, "Oh, hi, Alexa. Hey, Bayley needs an opponent for for Extreme Rules. Want to wrestle her? I'll bet you any money, because the match is happening now. Of course, we'll get to that momentarily. I'll bet you any money they're going to try and put a stipulation on that. I get it, they're trying to, have Alexa Bliss be someone, an obstacle Bayley has to overcome to prove herself against. I get it. But once again, she's a Raw superstar, Alexa Bliss, taking on a SmackDown champion. It's not clicking right now for me at all. No, it's not. They had the match. Bayley won. How is this good? How? It's the same old shit. Alexa Bliss, if she wants something fresh, she needs to turn face. Her heel character has run its mileage. Yes, she's great on microphone. In ring, she's not the greatest. She needs something fresh, because I'm honestly starting to get sick and tired of Alexa Bliss. The same shit over and over and over again. Not just with this feud, with all these feuds. So we got that, and then we have Miz take on Elias. 2 out of 3 falls. Elias got the first pinfall. Miz got the second, and then out of the blue, Shane snapped and he starts attacking him, attacking Miz. Of course, it imitates Roman Reigns, because the best thing they can do is have Shane imitate Roman Reigns and do a spear on him, which is starting to get very annoying. And then basically, the referee called for disqualification, but then, oh wait, no. Wait, no. He hit the skull crushing finale. He went to I'm sorry. I messed this up. I'm sorry. Miz hit the skull crushing finale, but Shane came in and attacked the Miz before he was able to get the pinfall to tie it all up at 1. I thought first that Miz did win a Shane opportunity, but then, of course, during this match, we get fans chanting, "No more Shane, no more Shane." When you have him on both shows every single week, obviously, and we all know why you're trying to give him the big heat magnet, so maybe you want to put over Roman Reigns eventually for the title, which, again, I'd rather see Roman face Shane for the title than Roman face Brock again. But still, it's not going to be anything special, in my opinion. But anyways, so yeah, once again, the Miz, lucks out again. So we're going to have him constantly trying to earn opportunities at Shane against the same people for how many more weeks until it finally happens. It'd be nice if this was the put over Miz getting the WWE Championship. Well, I'm sorry. Again, he can't get the WWE Championship really because he's a SmackDown superstar. If Shane dethrones Seth Rollins, okay, maybe Shane can, maybe Shane and Miz can feud on the brand that Miz actually is on, Raw, even though I'm really thinking, Miz should have stayed on SmackDown because, he's going to get lost in the shuffle big time for sure, as he already kind of has been. So that was annoying. This, though, is interesting. Caleb Braxton was interviewing Finn Balor backstage. Haven't seen him for a while. She asked about his match with Andrade at Super Showdown, and Balor puts over Andrade as a strong competitor, and the better competition, the better he has to be. And she asked, well, who's next? Before he has a chance to answer, we see somebody walking up. And the person who walks up, Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't think we've seen him or Rusev, Ruru. Well, I think Rusev's asked for time off. We haven't seen him and Rusev since the SmackDown tag time match WrestleMania 35, I believe. So Nakamura walks up and just basically, brushes on the title. And even though I didn't predict it, in my card predictions, I predicted a fatal 4-way with Finn Balor, Mustafa Ali, Andrade Cien Almas, and Buddy Murphy. Could be a killer match if that fatal 4-way ever does happen, but it looks like we're going to be getting Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura. And I know Nakamura is not on the same level as NXT. He's taking some time off. Lost for me to, miss him a little bit refresher. Maybe this time around it'll work. And I think him and Finn can put on a good match for sure in the ring. Give them the time. So Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura for the IC title. Sure, I'll give it. I'd be willing to give that one a chance. Let's see where it goes, though. But yeah. And then we get Bayley and Nikki Cross. I didn't care for the match because I knew it was going to happen because Bayley wins and gives Alexa Bliss a championship opportunity. One of the stupidest ideas ever. Have someone else win an opportunity for someone else. we've already had, of course, well, it was kind of, threatened by the authorities to do so. With New Day, Xavier Woods and Big E ran the gauntlet for Kofi Kingston, even though the gauntlet match was starting to get a little overdone, I felt at the time. But yeah, so Alexa Bliss is getting another top opportunity Extreme Rules. And how much better is going to be a stipulation to it? Who knows? They'll probably do Kendo Stick on a Pole Part 2 with them. Oh, dear God in hell, no. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Then afterwards, we get this segment. First, Carmella runs into her rivals, Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. They tell her to watch your back, right back at you. R-Truth is hiding again, and Drake Maverick comes out and says, "You've ruined my life." Dude, you just got married last week, and you care more about the 24/7 championship than your wife again. What a jerk! But of course, on 205 Live, he's all happy and like nothing happened because he's supposed to be a different person on each of the brands. Urgh! Drives me nuts. But of course, R-Truth sees how sad Maverick feels, and he was just about to offer him an opportunity. Of course, calling him Hornswoggle, offer him an opportunity at the title again. But then he goes, "Psych, I love this title more than your wife." Then he runs, and Maverick just looks upset, and then he got run over by a group of wrestlers, stating truth. Because once again, Drake Maverick was someone who was owned by Triple H, so Vince McMahon had to get his hands on him, which sounds very awkward saying, and ruin him. Just because, Then we have Ember Moon taking on Sonya Deville, because once again, even though they're trying to make us think, this is because, Ember Moon disrespected Mandy Rose's being on the cover of that magazine, which of course looked hot as hell. But now this feud's all over because they broke her Nintendo Switch or whatever the heck it was called. Which once again, I'm pretty sure Ember Moon could easily afford a new one. But it was a quick match, and Sonya wins based off of a distraction from Mandy Rose, it looks like. Yeah, and Sonya used the ring post to squash Ember into a pin for the win. So much for Ember Moon being a star, right? Yeah. Then we have Aleister Black in a dark room just yelling and going nuts. I'm still waiting for that one man to pick a fight with me and whatnot. And once again, I'm just like, Aleister, buddy, this is not you once again. This is all Vince booking you. If you want to fight so bad, go out there and you pick the fight with someone else, because these segments are starting to get annoying. But then, of course, we had a knock on the door and the lights go out. And then Aleister acts surprised and he smiles at the camera, which I didn't take notice of. Last night there was, the different, characters from the Firefly Funhouse in the background. Based off the lights going out and whatnot, I'm wondering if, maybe that we're going to have a Bray Wyatt and Aleister Black feud. I guess. All right. See how it goes. But that'll be interesting for sure. And then finally, we get our main event. Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. Rematch from this Sunday. 2 out of 3 falls. If Ziggler wins, he gets added to the WWE title match at Extreme Rules. For the first time since randomly coming back, Dolph Ziggler is actually going to try to earn a championship opportunity. The first fall came when Ziggler was going to try to steal it by using the ropes for leverage on the pin, but then Kofi managed to roll him up and take himself over for the 1 count. And then Ziggler won the second fall with a super kick because, once again, all of a sudden now we can't have matches going on during commercial breaks. And I'm basically wondering what they do to, kill time. Which, by the way, also, apparently I was shown tonight that it's now, because I saw when I went to Raw after Mania, there was these interviewers asking questions, people out in the crowd during, the commercial breaks, where people kind of cut random promos that mean nothing during commercial breaks. And some kid was asked, they asked some kid, who's the best in the world? And he said, CM Punk. And the interviewer was like, say someone different. It looked like she was saying, and I'm just like, oh, shoot. I'm sure that kid got kicked out, poor kid. The final fall, they gave him several minutes for, but Kofi eventually won it with Trouble in Paradise. I was scared a third champion was going to be losing clean tonight. I was scared. But thank God it didn't happen. Kofi won again. I'm sure I could have enjoyed this match a little bit more if I actually cared, but I was thinking, okay, Dolph's going to win. He's going to get added to this match. But I guess that's it for Kofi and Dolph. Who the hell knows what's next? But guys, those are my thoughts on SmackDown Live. I'll check the live chat in a second. 1 second. Let's see here. What grade would you give SmackDown Live? 15 votes, 7% said A, 20% said B, 33% said C, and 40% said D or lower. And what showed you in Warriors Week, Raw or SmackDown Live? 60% said Raw, 40% said SmackDown Live. I gave SmackDown Live a D+. Wasn't that good of a show. A few small things I liked. But I'd say SmackDown just edged Raw for me. So D+, SmackDown just edged Raw. And let's see what we got here in the live chat. Tyler says, why the fuck is Charlotte? She never got her rematch at all. Which, once again, you have to earn your rematches, as I say. But once again, she has to earn rematches. And once again, no offense, Charlotte's had how many matches? Like, how about like Ember Moon for a change, getting an opportunity? But nope, she loses. I mean, Mandy Rose, even though, just it gives Bayley something to do, or Sonya Deville, or like someone different. This is the same people all the time, no offense. Joe should stay on SmackDown the whole time. He was at Super Showdown Battle Royale. Zero's going back to nothing, basically, and Tyler gave it an F+. Sounds good. All right, so, yeah, guys, that's it for my SmackDown review. I'll be up in by 5 more minutes to do my 205 live review. Then I got to hit the bed because, once again, I got a big day tomorrow, which, once again, Daniel Bryan, even though your yes movement is dead, I needed to use the yes movement to fire me up for today because I have a huge day tomorrow. Use a lot of motivation for sure, guys. But that's my SmackDown live review, guys. D+. Enjoy SmackDown a slight bit more, but both shows sucked again this week. What are your thoughts on SmackDown Live? Leave thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure to always slap a like on my video, start calling my channel, follow me on Twitter, by3. Make sure to check out my WrestleMania Experience documentary found in the description box down below. And also, I made my Extreme Rules card predictions tonight. I'm going to try maybe within the next few days to also make my NXT TakeOver Toronto 2 card predictions. But once again, guys, my sister's coming home to visit tomorrow for about a week and a half, so next week and a half can be a little bit crazy. So, bear with me as if reviews don't happen when they happen. And I'm probably going to ease back a little bit on the channel for about a week and a half too, just to, enjoy some time while she's home. So once again, just be patient with me over the next 2 weeks, as I keep saying. But guys, I'll be back here in a few more minutes to review 205 Live. So until then, guys, I will see you all then. Peace out, everybody.